to part 3 of my video series of on how to design a CNC router, at least the way I would do it. In the last part I designed the table structure and made it all up. So now I'm going to design the gantry. Or actually, I already did design it. In this video I will show you how I switch back and forth between the different assemblies to achieve how I draw those aluminum plates by just taking measurements, and so I don't have to draw it in the assembly. I hope you can follow me with that. Yeah, and if you like my content, please make sure to subscribe. Maybe also leave a like. I really would appreciate it. So, as you can see, right here I have the table structure or the table assembly, and I realized that I have to make some tweaks or some changes or later on designing, because I may not have enough travel of the table, but I will fix it in a later design stage. So this is what I got for my gantry. I actually already, let's see. This is with what I came up. Yeah, it's again belt drive. This what is going on here. This one is a 30mm aluminum plate. Yeah, 30mm. And also those are the 35mm linear guides. So yeah, what I'm now going to design is the side plate that will go on those sides. Let me see, just hide this one for now. Actually, or basically will go, or it extends down to here somewhere, goes up to here, makes a corner, and goes up to this profile, and then back down here. And this is going to screw or bolt onto those profiles. The video is going to be a bit longer than my last one, so I hope it won't get too boring for you. But yeah, just let's start designing. Actually, first I'm going to take measurement from there to there, 460mm. This is this edge to I'm going to make it 260mm, so I have a bit of room. Profiles are 80mm wide. This one's 200mm in height. Yeah. Wait, overall height from there. It's a bit complicated, but as I already mentioned in the last videos, I want to keep the assemblies pretty clean. 550 plus 120 is 670mm overall height. Okay, starting out with a new sketch. 460, and what did I say? 670. Extrude 20 millimeter. And I always want to make those parts look as aesthetic as possible, because I just don't want it to have yeah, how should I call it? I don't want it to look that blocky, and it should have some nice edges on it, and yeah, it should also look quite a bit nice. Just going for a nice design. Now I'm going to make those holes. 20. No. So now you can see how my workflow is. It's actually pretty, how do you say, inconvenient, but this is how I do it, and this is how I feel comfortable designing things. Sure enough, there are different ways to design things like this, but this is my way. So yeah. This is going to be horizontal to this one. Dimension 20 millimeter, 40 millimeter, 20 to there. Okay, finish, extrude. That's 20. Another sketch on there. Making countersink holes. Just eyeballing it. Later on, I always can tweak this. For now, just for the basic idea. Now I'm going to make a midplane between this and this face, because I'm going to mirror those holes or those features to there. But first, I'm going to make a rectangular pattern of those features. And just simply select this extrude and this extrude in timeline. The direction will be this one, and I'm going for spacing. Spacing is 40 millimeters, yeah, on those profiles. Three holes, and now I'm going to mirror features. This feature, the rectangular pattern, and this extrude and this extrude, and mirror plane is this construction plane. And those holes are those ones here. This is where the bolts will go into. Now I'm going to make for those 3 slots I think only 2 holes. So I actually could do it with a rectangular pattern, selecting faces, this, 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 this. I don't know if this works out. Never made a rectangular pattern with those faces, but I only want 2. And make them, yeah, about 90mm apart. Okay. Oh yeah, it worked. Great. Let's do another one. This, 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 and this. Direction will be this one, and 2, and then 90mm. Okay, cool, great. Now I'm going to make the holes for the uprights on this profile. First slot is 20mm away from this face, and then each slot is again 20mm, if I remember right. But yeah, I think so. Let me check. This point to this point. No, 40mm. Sorry. I'm going to make the first slot, the middle slot, and the last slot. This should be plenty to hold on to. Yeah, sketch, circle, just place them randomly. Dimension 8.5mm through hole. This one is equal to this one is equal to this one, and they all should be horizontal to each other. I'm going to dimension distances, 20mm from the face, then 80mm to the middle slot, and again 80mm to the last slot. That's right? Yeah, it is. For this dimension, I'm just going to eyeball it. Let's say 150mm. Extrude. Select the profiles, minus 20mm. C for circle. Click the plane or the face you want to sketch onto. Draw those 3 circles. Dimension it 60mm. Again, equal. Constraint. Boom, there you have it. Extrude 3 profiles, minus 10mm countersink. There you go. And again, rectangular pattern. This time I'm going for the feature. Just select this feature and this feature. The direction is going to be upwards, and I'm going for 3 should be enough, I think. Oh, I can't. No, that's right. Yeah. a lot of holes, a lot of bolts that will go into there, but it has to. Just turn off this construction plane. Yeah, this basically should be it. Now, let me see if I missed something. Actually, I don't think so. All looks good. Oh yeah. But no, I actually don't need this. Just don't mind, I'm just thinking loud. Put this one on. How much space do I have right here? That's there. 24 millimeters. Just thinking if I put a plate, because the gantry riser goes all the way up to here, and I'm thinking if I put a plate from there to there. This is 100 millimeters. Plate would be 80 millimeters, but I don't think that it adds a lot of strength to it. Because I already have here my angles and this one angle. So I think I'm going to decide it on a later point. So as you can see here, the other plate or gantry riser that I will make has to be a bit different, because my servo motor is actually penetrating the plate, which will go onto this side. But I will show you how I get around this one. Now I'm basically wrapping this one up, making a fillet right there. It's I think 3 millimeter. I make it 3.5 because my cutter is going to be a 6 millimeter cutter. So I have a bit of clearance. Yeah, then just rounding parts off. So I don't have any sharp edges. There. Oh. Like this. 100 mil. And okay. Then I'm going to chamfer edges. There. A lot of clicking, but this is how it goes. I hope you guys really aren't bored with my videos, because sometimes it actually is pretty boring to watch somebody design things like this. But yeah, this is how it goes. And if I can teach you a couple of things, it's great for me, because I always want to help somebody out. If you have a question, just let me know, and I try my best to answer it or to help you out. Next thing, just making it look good, aluminum satin. Yeah, this is where I'm going to save it, because in the right location. Where is it? CNC Router there, aluminum plates, and this is the left gantry riser plate, and it's safe. So let's go have a look if it fits. Aluminum plates. So here you can see I actually modeled all those plates up and saved them in here, so I have them all on file. This one is it. Insert into current design. Turn it around. Bringing it into rough position. Yeah, let me see. How am I going to apply it? Actually, I'm only going to align it there to there. Repeat, there to there. Repeat, there to there. Oh, and you can see I made a mistake. I made a huge mistake. No, I didn't. I haven't aligned it properly. There you go. All nice and snug. So I think that I'm going to make an angle right here. So this means I have to make another hole into here. But I'm going to do this later on. For now, I'm going to make the other side of this gantry riser plate. Yeah, I'll show you how I do this. And it's actually as simple as mirroring this one over. So I'm going to create a mirror, not a feature. I'm mirroring the body, and the mirror plane is going to be this face, the back face of the plate actually. Then I'm going to remove this one. And now I have to figure out where the cutout has to be for my servo motor. Gantry assembly, and again now I have to measure backside of the profile to this side of the motor, and as you can see here I have a bit of adjusting room. Actually, I'm going to measure from there to there. Okay, that's 30 millimeters. And now I have to measure from the top of the profile to the bottom of my servo motor, and this is 38.5 millimeter. I'm going to make it 40 millimeter so I have a bit of clearance. So 30 millimeter from the back and 40 millimeter from the top. This means for this one, sketch on here, I'm going to project the outline. So I have the correct measurements. Hit OK. Line, alpha line, just sketching it roughly in. Dimension, this one, oh wait, it's completely wrong what I'm doing. Dimension, this one has to be 30 millimeter from there, right? Yeah, and then I actually can cut out this whole section. Alright, this one has to be 40 millimeter. Now another line. First I have to project this line. Okay, line there to there. Making this one horizontal. Turns black so it's fully defined. Hit extrude. -20. Oh, I see. Edit. Forgot the chamfer faces. There you go. Then I'm going to make a fillet right here. Yeah, 5 mil is fine. Actually, over there too. And right here. Also a small fillet. Now I'm going to chamfer. Let's see if this works. I hope so. 0.75. Yeah, nice. So now I'm going to save this one as right Gantry riser. Actually, I named them the wrong way. Oh, but I can deal with that. Now let us look. Well, let's have a look if this fits all well. I hope so. Just has to save. Insert. Now aligning it there to there. Top face to the top face of the profile. There, there, to there. So as you can see, fits nicely. Bit of clearance, just enough, should work out. So yeah, this is the actual process of how I make those plates in different files. Now the last thing I'm going to add right here is the angle on the bottom side of those profiles. They are located here. I actually made a modified version or 2 modified versions of those angles. Normally they come, as you can see here, with those straight edges, and I have to use for the bottom one a modified one because otherwise I won't have the clearance for the table. But you will see this in a sec. Just let me assemble this. If you don't have reference points like holes or something else for things to assemble to, you actually just can use points on parts. This is what I'm going to do right now. I'm using this point. Wait, do I have it now the right way? No, I haven't. I have to choose this point, and then I'm going to choose this point. Now I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and there you have it. It's assembled just fine. Then I'm going to copy and paste this angle bracket, turn it around, and repeat the same thing. Choose this point, and then choosing this point. And if you want to lock this how do you call it, the mouse pointer onto certain points, and don't want to have it fly all over the place. If there are many points, just hold down Control and it will jump to the next point, or to the point that's next to the mouse pointer. So yeah, this is this. Now I'm going to make a rigid group for the side plates, there and there, or this and this, and okay. So yeah, this is going to be the gantry. Save this one out, and I actually went ahead and made the CNC router assembly already, just to get an overview of the router itself. Going to open it, and as you can see, the gantry assembly is outdated. Just hit this icon there, takes a bit, boom, there you have it. Wow, this actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. So as you can see here, those bottom angles I had to modify for the table to go through there. Yeah, this is just a bit of clearance, but clearance is clearance, right? So yeah, this is how it's going to be, I think. Maybe I have to extend the table to the front and make those rails really all the way to the back end, because if I slide them over here and measure from this plate to this edge, or to this face of the table, is only about 185 millimeters, and this probably isn't going to be enough, because my Z-axis will get pretty beefy and will actually take up at least 200 millimeters space to the center of the cutter. So I have to adjust this a bit, same in the other direction, but this should be no big deal. And I'm going to change those plates also, because this also is going to be belt driven, and I wanted to be I wanted to have a gear reduction from 3 to 1. So the space actually from there to there isn't big enough, so I'm going to shift the ball screw over to the left. Same thing here. Maybe I'm going to switch this one, so the ball screw switches to the right side and the motor goes to the left side, so everything is symmetrical, or as symmetrical as possible. So yeah, this is current design stage. If you followed me along this far, or to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Next video will be about finishing up the X-axis carriage. There are going to be some side plates, and then I'm going to make the Z-axis. So yeah, and then this will then be part 4, and part 5 is going to be about the last tweaks that I'm going to make to the design in order to make it all work out well. For example, the travel distances and some other things that I didn't think of yet. But for this stage, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And as you can see here, the holes all line up. This right here is the slot. There's the slot. There's the slot. So yeah, I think that this one is going to be a pretty sturdy machine. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys join me in the next one. I think that I'm going to make the next video in about a week because of my work. I'm pretty busy at work, and oh yeah, next week I'm getting a pretty exciting delivery. So stay tuned for this one. I'm going to make a nice unboxing video of this one. So yeah, stay tuned, and if you liked it, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. Have a nice day, and bye bye.